India's rise as an economic superpower is attracting record foreign direct investment. For the first time, FDI inflows into India have crossed the $1 trillion mark in the 4 years between 2020 and 2024. Now, the results are a slap on the face of all anti-India propaganda being spread on social media. The global interest in India's manufacturing capabilities is for all to see. Manufacturing sector attracted FDI worth $165.1 billion between 2014 and 2024, which is a 69% increase from $97.7 billion between 2004 and 2014. Now, Bharat has emerged as a safe and beneficial investment destination amidst global uncertainty. First driven by the pandemic which emerged from China and crippled the world, and then the wars which have crippled Eastern Europe and West Asia. So which are the countries investing the most in India's rise? India received the maximum FDI from Mauritius, which was 25%, amounting to $177.1 billion. The next in line was Singapore, which gave India $167.4 billion worth of FDI, 24% of the total, thanks to its favorable tax regime and its role as a prominent financial hub. After this came the United States of America in third spot with a 10% contribution amounting to $67.8 billion. The Netherlands was in fourth spot, accounting for 7% of all FDI inflows into India, followed by Japan, which completed the top 5 list with 6% of FDI contribution. United Kingdom contributed 5%, while the UAE's share of FDI was at 3%. Now, while Mauritius held the top spot in the 4-year cumulative FDI, Singapore emerged as the largest source of foreign direct investment into India in the fiscal year 2023-24. Now, what is surprising to see is that the 4-year FDI crossing the $1 trillion mark comes at a time when net FDI inflows into India declined from $42 billion during FY23 to $26.5 billion in FY24. Now, this is an impact of decline in global FDI flows due to uncertainty of wars, first in Ukraine and then across much of West Asia. However, such market volatility is expected and should not have any long-lasting impact on India's economic rise to become the 4th biggest economy in the world, overtaking Japan as early as next year, and then overtaking Germany between 2027 to 2030 to become the world's 3rd largest economy, only behind China and the United States of America. Reflecting this trend, FDI inflows jumped by 45% to $29.7 billion in the current financial year alone between April and September 2024, compared to $20.5 billion during the same period last year. Maharashtra, out of all the Indian states, saw a maximum inflow of FDI of $13.5 billion in the first half of FY 24-25, followed by Karnataka and then Gujarat. So which sectors are attracting the most FDI in India? The services and IT segment benefited the most from foreign investment, followed by computer, software and hardware, telecommunications, trading, construction, automobiles, chemicals, as well as pharmaceuticals. FDI in services increased to $5.69 billion during the first half of the current financial year when compared to $3.85 billion in the same period last year. While India's lead in non-conventional energy sectors led by solar have also attracted global attention. RBI's November 2024 bulletin confirmed this data and stated, quote, manufacturing, financial services, electricity and other energy sectors and communication services contributed to around 2/3 of the gross FDI inflows. Singapore, Mauritius, the Netherlands, the UAE and the US were sources for about 3/4 of the flows, unquote. The Modi government has implemented several reforms to promote the ease of doing business as well as attract foreign investment and buyers. Production-linked incentive or PLI schemes have been pivotal in boosting manufacturing and creating jobs. Moreover, India's economic growth trajectory is worth noting as OECD, or the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, has projected India to be one of the fastest growing among all G20 nations for FY24, with an anticipated GDP growth rate of nearly 6%. In turn, promoting an effective investment climate and boosting global confidence in India is going to be a key for the future. According to experts, despite geopolitical uncertainties, overseas inflows into India are likely to gather momentum in 2025. However, there is also some bad news. India did face a decline of 43% in FDI in 2023 due to geopolitical crisis, certain protectionist policies, as well as regional realignments. Meanwhile, India's global FDI ranking also has fallen to 16th spot from 8th spot in 2022. However, market volatility is a truth, and growth is hardly a smooth curve. Despite these bumps on the road, a record $1 trillion foreign investment is a sign of growing global confidence in Bharat's rise as a 21st century superpower. But what do you believe? Can India continue its growth trajectory for the next decade and close that GDP gap to China and USA? Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.